Hello everyone, welcome to the series of science lessons. This is a continuation of the previous lecture. States of matter. There are three major states of matter: solid state, liquid state, and gaseous state. Now let us study the properties of these three states of matter. Take any solid object. Solid object in the sense a solid object have a definite shape, distinct boundaries. If you consider a book has a definite shape. In this case it is regular rectangle. They have distinct boundaries, fixed volume. More importantly, the compressibility of these solids is negligible. They have tendency to retain their shape even after some force is applied, even after some external force is applied. Solids may also break under force. If you make a glass fall to the ground, the glass will break. At some point, at some force, even solids eventually break, but it is very difficult to change their shape. Now let us see some of the scenarios. What about a rubber band? Can it change its shape on stretching? The shape of rubber band changes when we stretch it, and if we leave the force, the rubber band comes back to its original position. It retains same shape. But if the amount of force increases, eventually even the rubber band breaks. Yes, rubber band is also a solid. What about sugar and salt? When kept in different jars, these take the shape of the jar. Are they solid? Yes, they are examples of solids. The shape of each individual sugar or salt crystals remain fixed. Whether we take salt or sugar on our hand, the shape of sugar or salt remains the same, whether we take it on our hands or put it in a jar. The liquid state. We notice that liquids have no fixed shape, but they have fixed volume. Take any container, any shaped container, and pour liquids on it. Liquids take the shape of the container. Even though they can take the shape of the container, the volume remains the same. If you put 500 ml of water in this container, water will take the shape of the container. If you put the same amount of volume to one more container of different shape, water will take the shape of this container also. In both the cases, volume remains the same. Even their shape is changed. Solids and other liquids can diffuse into liquids. The gases from atmosphere diffuse and dissolve in water. Gases such as oxygen and carbon dioxide are essential for the survival of aquatic animals and plants. Aquatic animals need oxygen to breathe, and aquatic plants need carbon dioxide to survive. And these gases are dissolved in water. The reason why aquatic animals can breathe underwater is due to presence of dissolved oxygen in water. Liquids and gases are collectively called as fluids. Now let us see activity 1.11. Take 300 ml syringes and place a rubber cork at the front of the syringe, at the nozzle of the syringe, so that any substances inside the syringe doesn't come out. There are 3 syringes. Take out the piston for a moment. This part. In the first syringe, fill with sand or salt. In the second syringe, fill with water. And in the third syringe, leave it as it is. It contains atmospheric air inside the syringe. Now put back the piston into the syringe in all the 3 cases. Now try to push the piston down. What can you notice in 3 cases? In first syringe there is salt or sand, in the second syringe there is water, and in the third syringe there is atmospheric air. In the first syringe where there is a sand or salt, and in the second syringe where there is water, pushing the piston and compressing those substances or particles is very difficult. Whereas in the third case, easily compress the gases. since the third syringe contains atmospheric air, which is also a form of gas, which is also a combination of gases. It is easy to compress the gases compared to solids and liquids. We have observed that gases are highly compressible. We saw in this previous demonstration, gases are easy to compress. Liquefied petroleum gas. LPG cylinder that we use in our home for cooking, gases are compressed to liquids. Compressed natural gas is used as fuel these days in many automobiles because CNG is highly compressible and large volumes of gases can be compressed into a small cylinder, and the small cylinder could be transported easily. In gaseous state, the particles move randomly at high speed. Due to this random movement of particles, they hit each other on the inner surface of the container. This random movement at high speed creates a pressure inside the container. The pressure exerted by the gas is because of force exerted by gas particles within the walls of the container. Diagram 1.5 gives an idea about how solids, liquids and gases particles are arranged. In solids, particles are arranged in compact and uniform order. In liquids, particles are little bit free compared to solids, whereas in the case of gas, particles move around randomly at higher speed. Kinetic energy of particles in gases are comparatively higher. The content of this recording is borrowed from Karnataka Textbook Society, Bangalore under Fair Usage Policy. This video is presented by Hawari Technologies. Please do hit subscribe button to get more content. Thank you.